probably enough.
Yeah. Oh, dude, don't walk in for this.
Here's how to make the most satisfying team for clearing GB12. Release a bunch of serotonin. It's like looking at a puppy.
Like some of our dungeon guides, we're gonna start with a team by turn order.
First off is Melia,
or Lucian.
If you choose to go with Melia as your first, she should be runed on Swift to make sure that she's the fastest on the team and give her the potential to lap around to apply even more dots, because she has no choice. Her passive says that it's the only option that she has.
If you choose Lucian to be first, he can be a little bit slower and he can be super fat to hit very hard, so the two Melias come right after him and clear the wave. In that case, they don't need to be on Swift, so you can make those Melias on Violent or...
double fight, shield, or any combination of fight and shield is great for them. Just as a note for the background gameplay you're seeing, we have it so that Melia is moving first and then Lucian, which is nice because basically Melia does a little bit of damage in setup with dots so that Lucian can come in with amp magic to try to deal some damage to the wave. Now this, we're well aware this is not GB10. We're not asking you to clear the wave with him. He's just trying to set up some damage. How many times can a man say set up in a single explanation? I'm going for the world record. The third monster on your team is another Melia. They're both very important for applying the optimal amount of dots.
And they also help you by reducing attack bars and controlling the other monsters in the wave. The fourth monster on your team will be Sath, the Fire Grim Reaper. I know what you're thinking, this is a water dungeon, but this guy doubles all the dot damage not only on your team, but on the other team. But in this case, you don't have to worry about what they're gonna do to you, because once they take a turn, they'll probably be dead.
Because the last monster on your team is Tatu, specifically two-way Tatu. Tatu is ideally the last one to move on your team because you want to give ample time for everybody to apply enough dots for her to kill the boss in one shot of Incinerate.
And remember, all these monsters on the team put dots with the exception of Lucian, so all of them should have very high accuracy.
Around 80-ish.
And on the speed side of things, like we talked about, since Tatu doesn't need to be necessarily that fast and her base speed is pretty high, she can be on a 40 to 50 additional speed range, remembering that she's the last one to go.
So HP accuracy, if you want. Couple notes.
If by any chance you don't have really good runes for your Lucian, or you don't have a Lucian at all, here are some interesting add-ons that can replace him in this team. The first one is Veramos. If you have one in your storage, you can bring him out, slap some runes on it, and he's gonna protect your team from that very dangerous death break from the boss.
Plus his 33% HP leader skill will help add some extra tank, especially for those fire monsters.
And he also adds an extra dot that can contribute with damage and AoE stun to make it a little bit safer.
And if they're stunned, they're not hitting you, which is basically healing.
I would like to disagree with that.
But you can't! But you can't! Next is the Water Homunculus, who adds even more dots.
Would this be an Evan and Seppi video without Evan trying to promote his favorite homunculus? I guess not. Roll the clip, Michael.
For Sath and Tatu, they should ideally be ruined on either Vile Will or just Double Will, so that way they never get death broken or frozen when it comes time for them to fight a boss.
On the Melias, the offset can either be shield to protect your team, or guard energy to make them tankier, or even maybe fight to give more damage so your Lucian can help you clear out the waves even easier.
For legal reasons, we should tell you that everybody on your team should be 6-starred, but if you don't have the resources free right now, you should prioritize the 2 fire monsters.
6-star them, please. They don't have a very high base HP.
As far as the skill ups go, nobody needs to be skilled up except for Lucian, actually.
Yeah.
Great, we'll just use that.
If you don't have a lot of good runes, this is the team for you, because we made Evan build one and it worked.
You